Easter versus the Easter Bunny. Let's get to the word. See, I bet you didn't know that Easter is actually in the Bible. Let's get to the word. So, as of 2017, that's what I found out, the full Bible has been translated into 670 languages. The New Testament has been translated into 1,521 languages, and the Bible portions or stories into 1,121 other languages. Thus, at least some portion of the Bible has been translated into 3,312. Car just really had to be loud right there, right? But whatever though. So we go to Acts 12 and 1. Now about the time Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church, verse 2, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, verse 3, and because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then they were days of the unleavened bread, verse 4, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Verse 5, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. So see, we got to understand, see, Easter is there. That is in the King James Version, the original. But we'll get to that at different times. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to read the King James Version or whatever the case may be. But it is the original. See, King James did not write the Bible. He did put his name on it. The Easter Bunny. The exact origins of the Easter Bunny tradition are unknown, although some historians believed it arrived in America with German immigrants in the 1700s. Rabbits are in many cultures known as enthusiastic procreators, so the arrival of baby bunnies in springtime meadows became associated with birth and renewals. Notably, several Protestant Christian denominations, including Lutherans and Catholic Quakers, have opted to formally abandon many Easter traditions, deeming them too pagan. However, many religious observers of Easter also include them in their celebration. Now, they've been celebrating Easter around like 30 AD. So, but let's get to the word. Mark 8:36, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? See, we got to understand, we live in this world and there are going to be people that's going to do whatever they can to make money. Yeah, just like they did when they wanted to put a white face on Jesus. So that's what we're talking about. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through many sorrows. So we got to understand, some people would do anything for a dollar. See, and even some people in the church, and we look at people like, oh, well, I don't want to go to church because of them. Well, if you read your Bible, it would clearly tell you about some folk. Some folk ain't going to heaven. Yeah, Matthew 7:21. It says everybody that says, Lord, Lord, is not going to heaven, but those that do the will of my Father. See, I heard this pastor say, God is the only person that will hire you, fire you, and still allow you to work. And there are some people that are still working and they have been fired and they don't know it. See, we got to understand. See, some people don't want to celebrate Easter because they like, oh, it's a pagan holiday. Really? Look it up, as he be saying. But we got to tell the truth. And that's what I always give you, that truth to. See, we got to look it up. See, Easter is a celebration. Now, other translations like the New King James versions, they call it the Passover. And we got to understand, see, people are so upset with a person called Jesus. See, they don't even want to believe in him, but I'm telling you, he is a real person. He is even on the Roman census. See, that's where it even came from, you know what I'm saying, with the census of, you know, about people and stuff like that. People don't understand that. So again, we talking about that. We talking about this truth to you, as we always say, you know what I'm saying, because Easter is real. Now, do you really think that Jesus died so that you can be miserable your whole life? I mean, think about it. Really? You supposed to go through life your whole life being miserable and then you get to heaven? Come on, there's some things, like I said, I know he's real. You know what? I tell you all the time, I don't preach religion, I preach relationship. There's a difference. So you can imagine somebody having a father and never having a relationship with him. They'd be like, oh, you ain't my father? But see, we getting down to the root of it. So that's what I'm saying. See, Jesus got up with all power, and that's why they call it resurrection. I'm telling you. So why wouldn't you utilize that power that he had when he said, you're going to do greater miracles than I, man? I'm telling you, if you can catch it, listen, I don't do this just because, man. I do this because I really enjoy it. I love it. And God told me to. Like I tell people all the time, is it really about you or is it about your purpose? So that's where we at always giving you this truth tweet. And if you got any comments or something, that's fine. I know there will be some people that's going to not even watch this video, but they're going to say whatever about Easter. See, when God tells you stuff already, you ain't even got to worry about it. As always, you control your happiness. You can't control how people act, but you can always control how you react. And that's why we have the joy of the Lord is our strength. Love y'all. God bless. And I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Easter.